guys, welcome to the season finale of the third season here at Cambridge. We're oh so very nearly there. We're oh so very nearly there. But actually, further away than I initially thought. I'd been concentrating so much so on MK Dons and Blackpool. MK Dons 6 points behind with 6 points available to them. I'd need a point only from my last 3 games to finish above them. Blackpool 9 points back with 9 points available to them. I need a point to finish above them. I hadn't taken into account Northampton in 4th, who are also 9 points behind me, but they have an extra game in hand on me. So they have 12 points available to them, Northampton. They face Swindon on this opening match day. Then on the second match day this weekend, or this episode, they actually face third place Blackpool. So that's a giant game. If they draw it, it could potentially ruin both of their chances of automatic promotion. Blackpool need to win their game in hand to draw level on points with MK Dons, but obviously their goal difference is what's the word I'm looking for? Not superior, inferior. Their goal difference is inferior to MK Dons'. So I actually need 4 points from today's 3 games to guarantee the title. But I'd like to think that we wouldn't need to maximise everything to ensure that Northampton don't catch us. But I need 4 points. So we're going to play Bolton, we'll play Swindon, and we might actually have to play Fleetwood, depending on what the results are at any given moment. But we're at full fitness. Jack Lancaster is back fit again after his 5-day break. And Schädler is back to the bench. Still contemplating what to do with him next season. We'll think about that more towards the end of the episode and at the beginning of tomorrow's opening episode of Season 4. Continually keeping Chapman at cam and Stone in midfield. I know you guys have been hammering me in the comments. I've been replying to you each and every episode. I'm happy with Stone in midfield. I'm happy with Chapman at cam. I don't want to change it. I thought I'd mention that in the video now as well. Obviously, I try not to mention everything that goes on in the comments in videos, otherwise I just sit here talking at the camera for 15 minutes at the beginning of every video. And I've gone to typing in the comment sections for the past few videos, but it keeps coming up. You guys are very kindly leaving your comments, and I'm trying to reply to them, but people aren't seeing the replies, so they keep mentioning it in the next video. So I'll mention it here, put a pin in it. Stone stays at centre mid, Chapman stays at cam. That's just how I like it at the minute. Apologies, I'm not doing everything that you ask, but that's how I'm getting the best out of the side at the minute. We're top of the table. Don't want to change it. Right. Let's stay top of the table, shall we? For the entirety of the rest of the episode and season. Drop the video a like if you're enjoying this save. Make sure you subscribe to the channel with notification bell ticked so you don't miss out on Season 4, which should be in the Championship. 5 at the back for Bolton. 70 rated now, James Trafford in goal. Sadlier, Kekskes, Santos, George Johnston and Declan John, their back 5. Former Cambridge man Paul Digby in midfield with Dempsey and Thomason. And then Birdvarson and Dion Charles up top for Bolton. They are solidly mid-table. We need a point. Actually, to be fair, we need a point to guarantee automatic promotion. Because we only need a point to finish above Blackpool and Northampton and MK Dons respectively. So just 1 point guarantees automatic promotion. Still, that is the case. But 4 points needed for the title as it stands, depending on how Northampton do. Just a point needed for promotion. 4 points needed for the title. We know what we have to do. Now it's just a case of doing it. That'll do. Conde's there. Thank you. I've overrun it. No, I'm okay. I thought I'd run too far. Rudoni, available out wide on the left again. He's actually getting a little bit quicker, Rudoni. I am sorely tempted to potentially keep him out wide moving forward next season. I haven't yet decided. My changes that I initially had planned and expected and laid out for next season are potentially going to be thrown into disarray by Rudoni actually being pretty damn decent out wide. I am yet to decide what to do next season. We will cover it in more detail, obviously, at the end of the episode and in tomorrow's episode 1 of Season 4 as well. Oh, it's a lovely ball by Chapman out wide. And you see Lancaster arriving at the back post. He should get there. Somehow Declan John wins the header, but Conde will look for Chapman, who's hit the hit the bar once, but Joey knows where the back of the goal is because he's been our top goal scorer every single season. Cambridge 1, Bolton 0. That could be the goal. It would be so fitting if he's the one to score it. That sends us to the Championship. And Josh Key's going to try and step in, and he's done well. I will address squad numbers next... Oh, I've overrun that. I will address squad numbers next season as well. That was not supposed to go there. Doing too well at the moment. My passing. And we'll adjust some of the squad numbers at your guys' request. In fact, I might even ask you to leave your suggestions in the comments section as to what number should be given to who for next year in the Championship, because a number who have joined the fringes have certainly forced their way into the starting 11 and deserve to have a better, more reflective squad number with regards their importance to the team. Half an hour played. Rudoni was initially in a lot of space there, but I couldn't quite find the angle to get the shot where I needed it to add a second goal. But at the moment, Bolton haven't threatened at all. They very much look like a side that are solidly mid-table. We very much look like the side that might be about to seal promotion. Teddy Coles is trying to stay with him. This is good football from Bolton, to be fair to them, until that moment there where they've given it away rather poorly. He says, as he gives it away, rather poorly. Charles to Dempsey, sorry. Oh, I genuinely thought that was going to nestle in the bottom corner. A daisy cutter from Dion Charles that very nearly finds that bottom left-hand side of the net. Driven really hard and really low. And particularly close to giving Bolton an equaliser with, well, really, their first proper chance of the game. They have not been good going forward. We've been decent. Certainly not playing to the best of my ability at the moment, but we're playing well enough. And in a minute, well enough will do. Here's Elijah Stone looking for Joey. Oh, was a poor decision to play the type of pass I did in that scenario, but I very nearly got lucky and sent Joey through one-on-one. Unfortunately, straight at the keeper. Oh, unfortunately for them, they're giving it straight back to me. I'll lift this looking for Rodoni, who hopefully will have the legs to get there, which indeed he does. Tight angle, we'll go for it anyway. Trafford with the save. Can Stone win the header? Chapman was up for it as well. It hit someone's arm, and it's a Bolton free kick. Yellow card for Dempsey, following a rather nasty challenge, but we play on from the set piece, and we'll try and add a second. Lancaster will stand this up. Joey's there! Oh, what a save by Trafford. He made a couple of very impressive saves against us earlier in the season, Trafford, to ensure that I think we only got a point last time we played Bolton. Rudoni will knock this down, and I think he might just have still been onside there, Elijah. He was. And Keane Bryan was still forward from the corner, but he can't rise highest. Condé will win it back, though. We'll get it to Keane Bryan. And here's Joey. And around the corner to Elijah Stone, who's left-footed, so we'll pull it back. Joey again! Not yet. Chapman. Stone. Chapman. Here comes Condé. Condé again? He did it yesterday or the day before. Can't remember. Some point recently, Condé scored a worldie. He nearly got one there. Can we get there with Gwilt? We can! It's over the bar. Up, 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 up. Well up. And again, you two. Oh, a 1-2. Not necessarily the most orthodox of 1-2s, but worked. Ah. That was a poor pass from Rudoni, to be fair. Wasn't necessarily Chapman's fault, that. Scott's come off the bench for them here, but at the minute hasn't done anything of note. Sadly, somehow manages to get away from Teddy Coles there. And, oh, now Scott's going to do something of note. Somehow, don't ask me how, they haven't scored there. Trafford with a ridiculous save from Joey's header. Cooper with an equally, if not more so, ridiculous save from James Scott there. Who now, tamely, has his goal. How can Cooper keep the first out, but not stop that? FIFA in a nutshell. The header straight at him, and he's split his legs, dropped, and then, I don't know. I don't know what the, like, before the ball's even towards him, well, the ball's barely even left James Scott's head, he's already dropping to the floor and doing this. It's just a simple catch, but, or catch it and gobble up into his arms, but no, of course not. To be fair, the previous chance should have gone in. So perhaps Bolton are worthy of the goal, just not necessarily the manner in which it came. Never mind. Chapman out wide looking for Rodoni. We'll go and try and get our lead back again. We have been decent in front of goal creatively, just not necessarily very good at putting them away. We'll have to be better than that, though, certainly, if we're to ensure that we win this game, which at the minute, we aren't. Teddy Coles has Rodoni making the run. It's a lovely ball by Teddy. In front of the man who will dart inside and look for support. And Joey has support. It's Chapman. Chapman! Good save again by Trafford, proving to be a decent goalkeeper as we thought he was. But despite that early mistake from Cooper, I'm still certain that we made the right decision to bring in the Plymouth goalkeeper rather than the Bolton one. Cooper has been unbelievable this season, and the save that he made from Scott initially just sums up how good he is. The goal that he conceded just sums up how bad FIFA can be at times. That was definitely the game, not him. If that was real life Michael Cooper, he keeps that out, I'm sure of it. He'll get rid of this. Nice tackle by Brian, but still it falls free to a Bolton man. We're on course to get the point we need to guarantee promotion, but we will still be needing a victory in another game to guarantee the title, unless Northampton drop points in their remaining games. They only need, well, they've got 12 available to them. Play on! Oh my God! I actually don't care that that's a second yellow. Let me play on! Oh my Lord. Joey through in the 90th minute and the referee pulls it back. Unbelievable. Shedler through the gap. Poor pass from Joey. And Bolton can count their lucky stars. We would have won it, I'm sure, with Joey sent through there. But it's to be a point. A point that does mean promotion. We will be in the Championship next season. But will we be league winners? We need to win one of our remaining 2 games to ensure that. Felt like I did enough to win that game. MK Dons lose. Blackpool won against Wimbledon there. I saw 1-0. I didn't quite see Northampton's result. Northampton won as well. So Northampton are now 7 points behind us with 9 points available to them. I still need a win to guarantee the title. With regards to goal difference, it is heavily in our favour. So, if Northampton have 9 points available, and I draw my remaining 2 games, I'd go to 81. My goal difference would stay 24. Northampton, if they win their 3 remaining games, which the next one, as you see on the right-hand side, is against third place Blackpool. Northampton win their remaining games, they would join me on 81 points if I draw against Swindon and draw against Fleetwood, meaning it would come down to goal difference. Now, obviously, winning 3 games for Northampton would be great for their goal difference, but would they swing an 11-goal swing in the goal difference? I don't know. 3 points absolutely guarantees it. Avoiding defeat in the remaining 2 games and getting 2 points all but guarantees the title, potentially on goal difference. Bennett has continued to grow and he's now up to 63, which is good. We shall hope to grow him yet further next season if possible. Lancaster is gutted about the result, but he's certainly back in the starting lineup regularly now. Right. I'd love to do it at home in front of the Abbey faithful. With Swindon Town coming to Cambridge, can we win the league with 3 points against the Robins? I think the Robins, aren't they, Swindon? Or is that Cheltenham? Oh, I might have ballsed it up. Swindon Town are called... What's their nickname? Swindon Town nickname is the Robins. I wasn't wrong. What about Cheltenham then? Are they called the Robins too? Cheltenham Town are called the Robins. I was right on both fronts. Okay, that's fine. Unfortunately for Swindon, they are already relegated. So whilst they're super depressed and probably won't travel in many numbers here to Cambridge, hopefully the home crowd are here in numbers because we're having a promotion party. And that promotion party could be up to a title party if we win today's game. Jojo Wallacott in goal for them. Rob Hunt, Minturn, Conroy, Adimayo and Landolo at the back for them. Gladwin Reed and Johnny Williams in the middle with McCurdy and Parsons up top. I am, as you would expect me to be. Notice Teddy Coles is up to 74 rated now as well. This side really, I don't think initially on paper, needs much adjustment for the Championship at this stage. I'm pretty sure we don't actually need to do that much going up next year. But let's concentrate on the here and now. And the here and now is 3 points and we'll get to lift the trophy in front of our own fans. If we don't win, we have to hope that Northampton have dropped points, in which case we could potentially lift the trophy in front of our own fans. If that doesn't happen, then we'll have to send as many fans as possible away to Fleetwood in 2 weeks' time, inexplicably, for our season finale. Rudoni round the corner. I'll tuck this back. Chapman. Lancaster on his right. Good save by Wallacott at the near post. So very nearly the goal to send Cambridge in front early doors. Win this, please, Gwilt. He's done well. I'm nodding it back to Lancaster. That was the intention. And Wallacott makes another good stop. They may be relegated, but they're still playing for pride here, Swindon. Key. Back inside to Stone. I see Chapman there, so I'll aim for. And again, nearly playing Rudonian around the corner. They've gifted me possession there. Joey! Good tackle from the Swindon man. Joe Ironside was having a big old swing at that to try and send it towards the top corner. Josh Key's done brilliantly there. I'm going to need the support now. Lancaster is arriving. And he's in and around the corner and onside. No, come on! That was a driven pass to Rodoni, and he's neither passed it nor shot, and it's just gone tamely out. Jack! Come on, mate! That's a tap in for Daniel at the back post if you're able to find him. Joey won't get the golden boot this year, but for the second of 3 seasons, he will get 20-plus league goals for us. He is the sole reason why we were near the playoffs season 1, the sole reason we were in the playoffs season 2, and certainly a major, if not the sole reason, why we are hopefully winning the title or at least gaining promotion automatically this year as well. He has just over a year to go on his contract, Joe Ironside, and he absolutely will get a fair crack of the whip at championship level next season. It would be so unfair not to give him that. Ball out for a corner as Joey's looking for another one. He has led by example this year with that captain's armband, and nobody has even come close to him. He went for an overhead kick there. I should get to this actually with Josh Key, who's done well to win it and retain it and deliver a cross of some sort, but it's not going to cause the Swindon backline any problems. Oh, it's loose. Conde will get there. It's loose from me too. Looking for Joey Ironside to try and quickly move it forward to the front line. Here come their runners. Parsons going for distance. And Cooper with a relatively comfortable save. It wasn't that straightforward, but it was a comfortable height for him. Lancaster brings that down well. Finds Elijah Stone. He and Conde have run the midfield so far this season. But things might be changing next year. It depends what decisions we make in the off-season about those central midfield positions. Back to right back here. Josh Key will float it. It struck an arm, but will take the advantage. And he'll actually cross it really poorly again. Lancaster, if he'd been caught there, surely would have had a penalty. Stone to Chapman. Chapman to Stone again. Stone looking for Joey, won't find him. But Lancaster's here, and he's missed out on the ball as well. I just can't quite seem to force it over the line at the minute. I'd rather not take it to the final day. I'd be desperate. I am desperate to lift the trophy in front of our home fans here today, if we can. Because we have handballs turned on, but not in the box. Which is just really the best way to do it, because the game doesn't really necessarily dictate very well what is and isn't a handball in the box. It's just if it strikes the arm in any which way, it gives it as a bloody penalty. And it got a little bit silly in a previous save. I'll lay this in front of Elijah Stone. He'll look for Joey Chapman. Joey Ironside. Oh! Calls from the fans potentially for a penalty, but nothing given. Joey scored the goal in the last game that gave us the point that won us promotion. Can he score the single goal in this game that might well win us the title? I'm trying to do it with Joey, but not going out of my way to do it with Joey. I just want to make sure I get the goal, which I might have done if Elijah Stone could have found a teammate there. And Keane Bryan will intercept that nicely. He's been rock solid for us at centre-back. Rudoni in there to Ironside. We'll look for Rudoni again and look to knock it long. Chapman and Rudoni. Chapman and Joey in the middle. On the back to Teddy Coles. He's on his right foot, which is his favoured foot. He'll whip it in. Lancaster's there with a header, but it's going to fall here. Joey at his feet. Not really got the room. Oh, I was supposed to go to Lancaster. Balls. Like I said in the first half, I just can't seem to squeeze the ball over the line in this one. Teddy's not as tall as I needed him to be to reach that with a slide tackle. Here's McCurdy. Back to Jack Hunt. Actually, might not be Jack Hunt. Right back. I think he's still at Wednesday. Might be Jack Hunt, though. He's offside. Whoever that is down the right-hand side for them. Do I make a change? At present, I don't think so. We've been decent. We've created 5 chances. Have XG of 2.0. But haven't yet scored. It's Williams. That's a lovely through ball. And they're in here. Oh, he squared it. It's a good block. They might get the next chance. I'm sure he would have been offside anyway. Bryan flicks that forward. Conde helps him on his way, but can't get it to Ollie Burke, who's going to chase after this. It's a lovely ball in behind to Hunt. Keeps it in play. Just. Brian will get to this too, surely. And he does indeed. Right, come on. Running out of time to win it at home now. It would be hella dramatic if we do win it in the last 2 minutes. Key to Stone. Joey looking for Chapman. Oh, Odimayo's in the way. I need to win this header with Conde. And he's done brilliantly. He'll find Ollie Burke, who finds Chapman. Oh, who turns really poorly. And we've given the ball away. It's not the win that we needed to seal the title. Unless Northampton lost. He said the champions have been crowned. I'm sure we haven't done it yet. No, we were 7 points clear, weren't we? Because we got a point. Blackpool must have won. We've won the league. Joey didn't need to score. We've still won the league. I was certain that Northampton, in the form they're in, would overtake Blackpool and beat them. They must have lost. So the gap with with Northampton having 2 games to go is 7 points. Nobody can catch us. Champione, champione, ole, ole, ole. We do get to do it. Hello, mate. How are you? We do get to do it in front of our own fans. We didn't win. We didn't have to. So Joey Ironside scores the goal against Bolton that scores us the point to guarantee promotion. And he will be the man, rightfully so, to lift the trophy for Cambridge United. It's taken 3 years. 3 hard, long, tumultuous years. But we are a championship club now. And we go up as title winners too. That's been a long time coming. Very much so. A long time coming. I don't know. I fear not about this side having the capability at present to challenge at the top end of the championship next season. But certainly, we are good enough. I believe, and I'm sure you believe too, that we are good enough to hold our own in the league next year. And relegation shouldn't be a factor whatsoever. We've won the league. We've lifted the trophy. I don't really feel like I need to play Fleetwood now. The only reason I would have played Fleetwood is if we still needed to see the trophy lift celebrations, which now we don't. Keane Bryan is up to 72 as he continues to grow. Oh, I'm really torn as to what to do with a couple of the free agents, although you guys have been... I'll mention that in a bit. Let's head... I just won the league! And my manager rating is still fucked because of the FA Cup one. I've mentioned it to the devs. I have done both of those. I have done that one. I've won the league. It's not yet ticked, but I've won the league, and I'm gonna have done that one as well. But because I didn't reach the round of 16 of the FA Cup, the board are like, your job's in trouble. Bollocks game, you're broken. That is the title for us. In fact, I might spend all of my remaining transfer budget on a... I'm not going to have enough, am I, to spend it on a scout? No, we'll leave it as is. We'll make sure that we... Oh, never mind. I wanted to try and get it all the way the other way. We will hopefully be able to match the objective if I do that and leave nothing in my transfer budget. That should hopefully give us a tick in the other one. Right, let's just get ourselves quickly to the game against Fleetwood without me waffling on too much. Actually, to be fair, it's not for another bloody 3 weeks. Okay, well, let me go and have a look at the youth squad. Actually, I think we've run out of scout reports for other players. I currently have Jaden George in my youth setup. He does have potential of 84 to 94, but he's absolute wank right now. He's nowhere near good enough. So I'll leave him there, and who knows, we might be able to make 5 million on him in 3 years' time. But for the time being, let's head to that game against Fleetwood, quickly sim our way there, and have the final game of the season. You might as well stay with me now, because I know I've waffled on a little bit at the end. I apologise. We will sim Fleetwood, then we'll sim a little bit further through the calendar, and we will have a final season roundup. A couple more of your suggestions in the scout reports there. Right, quick sim. Let's have a win today, shall we? No, 3 straight draws. It's enough. It's enough anyway. Josh Key with the final goal of the season for us. We already know we finished top, and by 6 points too. Right, let me go and sim to the beginning of June-ish, and then we'll have a full season roundup. If you haven't already, I think this video deserves a like, don't you? So here we go then. Having a look at all of the competitions we were involved in. Slight spoiler for the Champions League winners there. And we'll have a look at all of the other competitions around Europe, see who did what, and have a final look at our squad. And I think about next season, because I'm not sure what to do, basically. So, with regards to competitions that we were involved in, we won the league! That happened today, of course. Blackpool pip MK Dons to second spot. MK Dons were a mile away not that long ago. Clear of us after beating us. And they don't even get automatic promotion. Themselves, Rotherham, Northampton and Plymouth will fight it out in the playoffs. Which should have been finished by now, to be fair. Relegated, unfortunately for them, are Burton Albion, Crewe Alexandra, Swindon Town and Accrington Stanley. In the playoffs, Rotherham beat MK Dons in the final. Hell of a two-legged affair for MK Dons against Plymouth. Oh, MK Dons, franchise FC, miss out on automatic promotion because they bottled it and fail to win the playoffs because they bottled it. Sounds very ChesnoidGaming to me. We, thankfully, didn't bottle it this season. The FA Cup this year was won by Manchester City as well, on penalties over Birmingham. Fair play Birmingham for getting to the FA Cup final. Carabao Cup was won by West Ham over Manchester United. Big win there. And the Papa John's trophy was won by Tranmere. Good bloody riddance. Never have to play in that trophy again anymore, we hope. Anyway, UEFA Super Cup was won by PSG on pens over Man United. We saw the winners, and it was PSG that lost to Manchester City. Europa League was won by Valencia over Napoli, and the UEFA Conference League was Real Madrid in the UEFA Conference League. Never will we see the day. Never will we see the day. Unbelievable. The Euros are about to start. You can see the groups there. Italy, Germany, Ireland, Scotland, Spain, Netherlands, Romania, Austria, Belgium, Poland, Greece, Iceland, France, England, Czech Republic, Hungary. Certainly should be more groups there. Hopefully, for FIFA 23, it'll actually have the right amount of bloody teams in any given international competition. We wait and see. Top goal scorer charts, Scott Twine. 25 goals for MK Dons last year. Failed to get promotion. I might be looking for a winger next year. Scott Twine, maybe. Maybe. I'll add him to the shortlist at the very least. Joey Ironside, our top goal scorer, third in the league with 20 goals. Any other Cambridge men on there? No. Assist-wise, Chapman with 12. Ironside with 8. Stone with 8. And Rudoni with 5. Although some of them may well have been for Wimbledon. We'll find out in due course. Cooper with the clean sheets and the golden glove. 19 in 46. Honestly, as things stand, I don't think the squad needs that much doing to it. Let's quickly check the other top leagues around Europe for the roundup. In the Prem, City win by 4 points. Chelsea 5th, Liverpool 6th. The Spurs, Manchester United and Arsenal round out the top 4. And for us next year, we'll be playing Burnley, Crystal Palace and Norwich. Massive games for us next year. Championship, we will not be playing West Brom or Fulham. Middlesbrough, Sheffield United, Bristol City and Bournemouth will be in the playoffs. We'll be playing 3 of those, but one of them we shall not. Relegated, we will not be playing Luton next year. Salford comes straight back down, as do Portsmouth. Hopefully that's not our fate too. In League 2, coming up from the league below is Lincoln City and Gillingham and Doncaster, all back to League 1 football for Season 4. Exeter, Forest Green, Oldham and Barrow actually. Shout out the Youth RTG last year. Will have the chance from the playoffs. And if non-league were a thing on FIFA, Tranmere, who won the Papa Johns at the expense of their Football League status. Relegated with Sutton United. In Le France, Paris Saint-Germain. In Deutschland, it's VfL Wolfsburg by a point. Bayern only 5th. That's 2 seasons of the 3 so far, I think, in this save. That Bayern have been nowhere. In Italy, it's AC Milan. Juventus 2nd. Inter only 7th. Yikes! Inter Milan 7th place. Unbelievable. In the SPL, it's Rangers from Celtic by 21 points. Wow. That's a big one. And in La Liga, Real Madrid. They won the La Liga title and the UEFA Conference League. Well done, Real. Atleti only 4th, Betis up into the top 4 there, into the top 3 in fact. With regards to board objectives, we did both youth development, we did the brand exposure, we are going to have done the financial, and we've done the league title, but still my manager rating is 56 in the red because fuck the game. Mainly, I think because of the FA Cup thing and because Harvey Beckett is kicking up a stink. I could delegate a renewal and offer him a new contract, and I'm sure that would have a massive impact on my overall manager rating. He'll sign it, and my manager rating is still at 58 despite going up. So it is just the FA Cup then. Yep, just the FA Cup. Cheers then. Well, that's broken as fuck. Right then, our team. Our team. Now this is where we have to make decisions. Not necessarily right now, but this is where we have a think. And this is where we try and plan what might happen in episode 1 of season 4 tomorrow. Contract-wise, everybody has at least a year left. Now, you guys, the initial plan, as we mentioned, was 1 free agent. Then we adjusted it as per your feedback to 1 free agent per window. And then, with your continued feedback, I think we're going to change it again now that we're at championship level. Back to 1 free agent a season. However, with you guys having said, whilst we're in League 1, you don't mind me utilising the free agent system as much as before, or more than we had previously. So, we will alter the plan with these 2 signings. Brian and Conde will stay at the club. I still won't look to sell them. I still want them to be part of the squad. But I won't look to move them on or phase them out next season. They will still be part of the squad and we'll still play with them almost every single week. I do have plans for perhaps both of them, but certainly we will keep them at the club and act as if they're our own players rather than the whole free agent loan thing based on your feedback. So they will stay long term at the club. And we will allow ourselves, now that we're at championship level, I'd like to think next season we'll get a decent enough budget to be able to buy the players we want and not have to rely on lots of free agents as per the way that kind of championship and above sides do, unlike the lower league sides, which is what we've previously done. So growth this year as a start. Michael Cooper up 3 to 73. Mwah, chef's kiss. Absolutely love him. Dominic Morgan at 1 to 68. I don't know what to do with him. Dimmy 72 now. I have added Dimitar Mitov and Okadina and brain fart. Okadina, Dimitar Mitov and Dapo Afolayan to the shortlist again. I'll show you those tomorrow. And we'll wait and see what happens with those 3 with regards to their growth. But I think I'm going to keep Morgan as my backup for now, and Michael Cooper can be my starting. And then when we get to the point of the Premier League, we'll probably look to sell Morgan and replace Cooper as our number 1, but keep Cooper as a backup. That's my initial plan. Left back, Teddy Coles is up. Yes, you read that right. 6, and still has potential to be special. He's the man. Borthwick Jackson, capable backup. Still probably at the bottom half of the championship level, but Teddy Coles is going to play almost every single game for me. Brian is up 3, and I'm really pleased with him this season. He and Gwilt have made quite the partnership. Gwilt himself up 5 and still has potential to be special. I am contemplating selling Lloyd Jones. I'm going to add him to the transfer list to buy a centre-back next year, but not a centre-back initially with the intention to start. I'm going to give basically the 11, or almost all of the 11, of the players that won us the title, the chance to keep us in the championship, or at least the chance to give it a good old go and see where they can get us in the championship next year. Lloyd Jones, I am looking to sell though, because he's 28, he's not going to get any better. We can probably do with a squad player, or maybe even see who's available in the free agents for a centre-back, and that might be my 1 free agent signing next year. Mark Lloyd, I'll look to loan out. Beckett, I was going to let expire. I still plan on letting expire. I might even just release him next year, because the only reason I offered him a new contract now was to try and see if that was the issue with my manager rating, which evidently it wasn't. So I'll release Beckett. We'll loan Mark Lloyd, and we'll look to sign a centre-back from the free agents. If not, buy someone, maybe 2, if I'm going to sell Lloyd Jones. I'll wait and see. We might not have any interest in Mark Lloyd, so we'll wait and see what happens there. Josh Key, banging, love him. Right back, 74 rated, perfectly good enough. Liam Bennett is up 3 to 63 now. Hopefully we can continue to get him some football in the upcoming season, and he'll be my backup for the foreseeable future, I think, until we end up replacing Josh Key as number 1 by the time we probably reach Premier League level, in which case then Bennett will be phased out. Presently, Rudoni is on the left. Presently, bear that in mind. No growth from him so far. He's only been here since January, however. He hasn't peaked, though, which is intriguing. So we'll wait and see if there's more growth from him next year. Ben Warman up 1 to 66. Still going to be a very capable squad player for us at lower half championship level. Elijah Stone showing great potential. Not potential to be special. Up 6, though, to 73. Had a cracking season. Amara Conde up 2 to 72. Our lower league Ngolo is absolutely belting. George Chapman, an exciting prospect now, up 1 to 77. Still very minimal interest in him from elsewhere. Valued very, very highly. We'll wait and see what happens next season. That performance from him this year with 9 goals, 12 assists might mean that we get some interest in him. However, that said, the fact that we're now in the Championship might mean that we have the opportunity to keep him, even if we do get a big bid in. It depends who comes in for him, really. Morley's up 3 to 72 and hasn't peaked, so quite happy with him continuing on in a squad role. Adam May, I am going to look to sell on, I think. He's only 26, but he just isn't going to cut it anymore, unfortunately, I don't think. Jack Holland, we're going to look to loan and hope that he can have kind of a Schädler-esque rise through the ratings. He's already up 8, but that's with a position change, of course, at your request. Striker to Cam. Lancaster, on the right-hand side, will remain my number 1, I believe. Schädler, I am torn. I don't enjoy using him, but you guys would like me to give him the chance. So for the time being, he will remain in contention in the first team squad for now. Joe Ironside, well, Arlo Terry's going to go out on loan, hopefully. Joe Ironside, rather obviously, our best forward player with regards to his goal contributions. Top goal scorer every single season and led the way, really. And it would be unfair not to give him another year at the club, up top, through the middle, in the first team. We gave him a big contract pay rise to keep him at the club when Rangers came in for him. And absolutely, he's going to get a fair crack of the whip at Championship level. If it doesn't work out for him at Championship level, then we will look to buy someone else and probably let his contract expire rather than sell him. But we'll play that by ear. Ollie Burke is still going to be very capable for us. Didn't get that many goal contributions, so a lot of those were from the bench, to be fair, those appearances. So it would be harsh to draw too many conclusions on Oliver Burke at present, but still has potential, I believe, although has at this moment in time peaked. So top goal scorers were Joey with 21, 20 in the league, Jack with 11, 9 in the league, Chapman with 10, 9 in the league, Stone with 8, 7 in the league, Rudoni with 5, 5 in the league, although again can't tell how many were for me and how many were for Wimbledon, unfortunately. Burke with 4 goals, 2 in the league, Conde with 3 goals, 2 in the league, Schädler with 3 goals, 2 in the league, Josh Key got 1 in the league, Adam May got 1 in the league. So we are reliant on Joey, yes, but not heavily reliant on Joey, and that's a good thing. With regards assist-wise, George was banging, 13 assists, 12 in the league, Stone 8 and 8, Ironside 8 and 8 in the league as well, Lancaster 6 and 4, Rudoni 5 and 5, but again can't figure out who they were for. 4 and 4 for Conde, 3 in 33 for Oliver Burke, but again, as we mentioned, mostly from the bench. Teddy Coles 2 in 43, Josh Key got 1. Aaron Morley got 1, actually, but that was in the Papa John's Trophy. Schädler got 1 in the league as well, as did Adam May. Lloyd Jones got an assist too in the FA Cup, apparently. And that rounds it out, and obviously clean sheet-wise, Cooper with that. So, as things stand at the end of Season 3, my initial plan is probably, and this is just a probably, Chapman to where Conde is, either Rudoni to Cam and a new winger, or because Rudoni's still going to grow and he's actually quite quick and been decent on the wing, maybe Rudoni stays out wide, but his crossing is only 61. So my initial plan was always Chapman to centre mid, Conde to the bench with Adam May leaving, Rudoni to Cam and a new winger. Maybe Scott Twine permanently from MK Dons. Maybe someone like Harvey Vale on loan from Chelsea. Maybe we see who else is available on the transfer list. Other than that, I think it's probably improving in quality and depth more so than anything else, because that starting 11 is good enough to probably be top half in the Championship next year. Maybe if we're lucky, with a little bit more growth, challenge for a playoff spot. Top half or playoffs would probably be my initial aim next year. Obviously, if it were real life, that wouldn't be the case, but it's FIFA and you have to take it with a pinch of salt. So that's where we stand at the minute. That's where we stand. With regards to youth players, we've Jaden George, but he's shit. We'll just leave him there and hope that he grows quite well. Maybe we'll call him up for a loan spell. I don't know yet. Go on then, we'll call him up for a loan spell because he is 16. We'll do that and then I'll add him to the loan list. But that is going to round out today's episode and this season. Plenty of plans and plenty... No, not transfer list, Ches. Plenty of plans and plenty of promise for next year at Championship level. Join me tomorrow in a new league. Big smiles all round. Drop the video a like. Of course, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell ticked and you'll never miss another video. Another one tomorrow in the Championship. I'll see you then.